Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be the 1 week update for these 4 spray sealants that we have on the test panel here. So yeah, it's been a bit over a week since we applied. We did the first initial rinse and slickness test after the sort of products had all cured for a couple of days. Then the panel has now sat outside for a full week, sitting in the sun and a bit of rain hitting it, and it's actually got pretty dirty in that time, so it's definitely due for a wash. So yeah, just quickly to run through the products that we have. So this is the Graphene Sealant Test. So I've got 3 graphene products and 1 just traditional sealant, which is our current winner in the test that we've done. So yeah, we have the Ethos Resist Graphene Hybrid Coating, 303 Graphene Nano Spray Coating, the Turtle Wax Graphene Infused Flex Wax, and Bowden's own bead machine. So we applied just 1 coat of all these products onto the test panel. Check out that video if you are keen to see them applied. So yeah, we've got section, like Ethos, 303, Turtle Wax, and the Bowdens, with a little area in between, so we'll be able to see where the products are and when they start to fail. And this time I've learnt from my last test, and I no longer have tape on there at all, and I haven't actually gone out and bought a paint pen to say which is which, but basically yeah, Ethos second along is 303, and the Turtle Wax, then the Bowdens. So hopefully that's not too confusing. It would be helpful if I had them written which they were, but next week I'll try and get that done. But yeah, with that said, what we're going to do today, we're going to rinse this down, see how the water behavior is, give it a wash, and I've had a suggestion from a subscriber to not use CarPro Reset for this test, as it's not pH neutral. So this time we're using Bowden's own Auto Body Gel. I have a few car soaps here, but just figured that's one that I know is pH neutral and doesn't have any additives as far as I know. So hopefully we just wash it, rinse it, and it doesn't leave anything behind. That's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to rinse it, wash it, check how the water behavior is as for sheeting. So we're going to try and flood the panel and see how they all sheet. Then we're going to mist and see the water beads. So yeah, with that said, let's get right into it and let's give this panel a good rinse. Okay, so let's rinse this panel off. So you can clearly see where all the products are, and what I'm surprised by, something that I was kind of really liking and hoping would last, the Ethos, it's not looking great. Hopefully that comes a bit better after a wash, but you can see the rest of them all looking much different. That Ethos, yeah, that's just that's not looking great. So let's grab our wash mitt. So like I said, I have Bowden's Auto Body Gel this time for the test. Still using our CarPro wash mitt, as that is my all-time favorite wash mitt by far. You can actually see as I'm wiping over the Turtle Wax completely like rejecting the soap. It's just, yeah, sort of, I know that Turtle Wax is known for being pretty chemical resistant, and that's kind of, I guess, that shows with just how quickly it wants to get the soap away. So yeah, I did actually wipe over that a few too many times, so I'll do the same for the others. Okay, so that's our contact wash done. Let's rinse it off. So Okay, so we've rinsed it. We're kind of getting some interesting results. We've got a slow sheet on the Ethos already after a week. That's definitely not how it looked at the first rinse. The turtle wax was kind of already like that. It wasn't the most hydrophobic from what I saw. Turtle wax, sorry, I think I said turtle wax, 303 I should say. The turtle wax, which is over here, still looking great, and the Bowdens still looking great. You can actually see, hopefully you can, no, it's hard. Yeah, kind of filming at the wrong part of the day, to be honest, but when you're busy and you need to get it done in a day, you've got to get it done. But yeah, so filming this when I shouldn't, but hopefully you can see the line of where the water is. You know, it's kind of clear to see the tape where it was. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about the Ethos. That's not gone at all how I expected. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a towel. I'm going to actually dry this just in case there's some sort of residue left. If I find out later that the Bowden's Auto Body Gel does leave something on the surface, even though we're not seeing it over here on these two, I'm going to towel dry it and then re-rinse it just to make sure before we then do our actual rinse test. Alright guys, so I just towel dried it. It's completely dry. Hopefully it just left some residue on the Ethos, because yeah, I mean, I'm pretty surprised. I haven't haven't expected that to go as quick as it did, but let's just see if it brought it back. So let's just flood that section. So yeah, you can see there's the tape, and yeah, able to completely flood it. I mean, that's kind of surprising. I really expected it to, yeah, last a little long. Obviously it's sheeting really well. All the water is running straight off, so it's drying well, but that's just kind of not what I expect after a week. I expect that more after a few months. And yeah, so let's move over to the 303 and we'll actually compare that. So we're going to try and flood this half of the bonnet. So there we go, we've got half the bonnet flooded. Let's check the difference. So the turtle wax, sorry, I keep saying turtle wax. I really wish I'd have written these down. The 303, also easily flooding, but drying a lot faster. And I've purposely angled this bonnet pretty well. It's not really leaning to this side towards the Ethos. It's not like all the water is running that way. It's pretty flat, as much as could be. Still a little bit angled, as you can see, but yeah. So the Ethos still drying, so that's pretty surprising. Yeah, I was impressed by that product with how easy it was to apply, and in the initial rinse and slickness test. But wow, that's not gone well for such an expensive product too. I know I kept, in the initial application video, I kind of kept sort of glossing over the price, I guess purely because I didn't pay for the 500ml bottle, which is $65. I just bought the small bottle, so at $40 to buy for a sealant, it didn't seem too bad compared to the 70 for the turtle wax. But if that's how it's going to be for lasting, then yeah, I'm not too optimistic about it anymore. But okay, I'm going to move the camera over. I'm going to come over this side and see how these two are looking. Okay, so now we're going to rinse the turtle wax and the Bowdens. Actually just slightly readjusted the panel because it was leaning a little bit over to this side. So now it's instead tilting forwards, so the water should run off nice and easily. But yeah, so let's test these two. So there's our turtle wax, looking really good. Let's compare that to the Bowdens. So the Bowdens I'm able to completely flood, and you can see the rapid sheeting, and the turtle wax a little bit harder to completely flood this section, if I'm honest. I'm unsure if I'm able to do the Bowdens just because it's on the end, but you can see the turtle wax sheeting off really fast. So let's just put them up against each other. So yeah, we are able to get this Bowden section completely flooded in water, and try and do the same with the turtle wax. It's not quite as easy. So already I'm feeling like this turtle wax graphene is better than the ceramic. Because yeah, you can see I just cannot completely flood that. And yes, the water is heading over to the Bowden section, but yeah, it seems to be drying a little bit quicker. So I don't know if I didn't get as good results from the Bowdens this time, or it's just that the turtle wax is just a lot better this time. The graphene is a lot better than their ceramic, but this is only 1 week, so let's just hope it continues lasting like that. So what I'll do, let's just see if we can get this whole thing flooded. So okay, I know I can easily flood this section and this section. So I mean, yeah, turtle wax is definitely, it's already dry. And yep, Bowden's dry right there. 303, a little bit slower. And the Ethos, yeah, that's a little disappointing. It's just very slow. Yeah, I had high hopes for that one. Yeah, a little bit disappointed. It's the first Ethos product that I have bought, and yeah, it's not looking great. I don't know, I had a couple of people say that this stuff is really good and I'll be impressed. Let me know, did I do something wrong? Have I applied it improperly? If you go back and check my application video. Yeah, I mean, is that the case? Because as you can see, it's still sheeting. The last little tiny bit of water just coming off, so very slow. I mean, and in the initial rinse test, it wasn't the slow one, the 303 was. So yeah, that's, I guess, where we're at. Let's try and see how they'll go in a bit of a bead test. So let me just flick my hose over to the mist function. Let's just go over the whole panel. A little bit more on the Bowdens, a little more on the turtle wax. Okay, let's go over these. Jeez, the Ethos, the beading has just significantly dropped off. It used to look right up there, perfectly round beads. I remember in the initial rinse, so let's put the hose down. In the initial rinse, I was looking at the 303, which is here, and saying how it doesn't have the perfect round beads, the rest of them do. And I remember not thinking that about the Ethos. I can't remember that being in first or anything, but if you look at that, those are not nice round beads at all. Those are on the way out type beads, I guess, is what I'd call them. Whereas the 303, this is what it looked like in the first place. Not perfectly round beads, but at least it stayed consistent. The turtle wax, and look at those. Really nice. Collecting into the larger beads, but yeah, really nice. I mean, you compare it to the tape section. So you can see there's the tape in between the 303, which is here. Tape and turtle wax. Coming over to the Bowdens, they're also really nice. I don't know if I feel like, yeah, no, the Bowdens are looking really good. What I might do, just to get a little bit more even, I'm just going to flood those two sections back off. So I mean, we've clearly got a third place for the sheeting and the beading in 303. Last is the Ethos. What I want to check though is who's, you know, the sheeting seemed to be the best for the turtle wax. Who's looking the best for the beading? So I just want to get this a little bit more even. Okay, so the turtle wax, really nice. The Bowdens, not quite as good, not quite as round. I feel like, I don't know if I've had some sort of application mishap, or just that comparing it to the last test where the turtle wax was just in a different world, it just wasn't as good. It was more like what the Ethos is looking like now. So yeah, I'm going to say turtle wax has the nicest looking beads. Not that really means much, but it's just the sort of thing that we look at. Let's just check how sort of just hydrophobic it is. So holding the rinse on, you can see the water. It wants nothing to do with that product. Let's see how it is on the turtle wax. So yeah, turtle wax looking a little bit more hydrophobic, I've got to say. You see as I rinse it, and then as I let go, the water is instantly gone. The Bowdens, as I move across, you can even see here. So I mean, there's not much in it, but yeah, at this point, 1 week, turtle wax looking the best, which is, I'm happy to say, because yeah, it was more than double the price for just a little bit more product. So that's good. And one other thing, we now have a dedicated car dryer. I've picked up the Blow Air GT RS. I'm gonna have to double check the box. Yes, the Blow Air GT. So yeah, used it once so far, so I'm forgetting the name of it. But yeah, let's dry this off. So alright guys, well, there you have it. When drying, I could even see that the Ethos was sticking a little bit more. 303, looking pretty good. Turtle wax, dried straight off, super easy. Bowdens, super easy. But yeah, I'm a little bit surprised at the Ethos being so bad and turtle wax being so good. I know that the turtle wax seal and shine is great. I do really like that. Just after my last experience with their ceramic spray, I just figured maybe all their new stuff is not as good. Maybe this one's a different story. Maybe their graphene one is actually much better, a big improvement. But the main thing is it going to last? It's all well and good to last like this for a few weeks. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's the first week test. Panel's now going to be finished drying off with a towel and sat back outside for another week, where I will update you guys next time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Pending when this video comes out, I do have to kind of stagger the video timing a little bit. So maybe we're already at 1,000 subscribers, maybe we're not. At 1,000 subscribers, I'd like to announce my giveaway. Hopefully I can have a product to give away that you guys really want. But that is coming soon. So yeah, if you guys are keen for that giveaway, there'll be also more in the future. So just subscribe either way. Come on guys, help me out. But yeah, that said, that's gonna be it for this video. So until next time, I'll catch you guys later.